So before we begin our reading hour, we are truly privileged to have a very special guest with us today. To do the honors, may I now invite Ms. Sakina to introduce the guest for the day.
Our guest today is the true Ramamurthy Gupta, known as India's first leading coach and one of the country's most beloved biographers. Rita believes deeply in the power of books to transform lives. She is the author of Sanjeev Kumar, the actor we all love, praised by none other than Prime Minister Modi, and Savitribai Phule, her life, her relationships, her legacy. In the first English biography of India's first teacher. Her latest release, Win the Battle of Your Mind in the Age of Social Media, is a powerful call to scroll less, read more. A message that couldn't be more timely. Please join me in welcoming the passionate advocate for reading, Rita Ramamurthy Gupta.
Hello everyone. Am I audible very clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have written about Savitribai Phule, so obviously I love teachers. Right? You know, when I took Savitribai Phule, the book is a chronicle of Savitribai Phule and her friends. So when she started the reading movement back in 1848, when she set up the first school for girls in India, non-missionary, non-government, she had the support of Fatima Sheikh, she had the support of Saguna Bai, she had the support of Saraswati Govante, she had the support of many people who believed that education would make a difference. And I took this book, God knows how many places, my colleagues will agree. When we took it to Anjuman Islam, I was told, why are you as a non-Muslim writing about Fatima Sheikh? But thank you so much for writing about Fatima Sheikh. When I took it to Pune, they said, you are a Brahmin, but you have written about Savitri Bai, who is a non-Brahmin. So I said, yes, I wrote about Fatima Sheikh and Savitri Bai Phule as Indians. Nothing else crossed my mind. And these are the questions you will face as teachers in your life. Questions that will stump you. Questions that don't have any right answers. Because you are following your heart, right? What is bringing you here to become a teacher? You are following your heart. You believe you have something to offer, isn't it? And the uniqueness of what you have to offer is your firm conviction that there is something transformative that a teacher can offer to students. Many of you are going to be ambitious in your own way, am I right? Many of you, I believe there is a global teachers prize out there today. And I believe that there are competitions and there are avenues for teachers to be acknowledged as the best in the world. Ma'am, correct me if I'm wrong. So which means that every teacher sitting here has an equally ambitious teacher sitting right next to her or him, right? And what is similar between all of you? All of you have exactly 24 hours in a day to be the best at what you do. And within these 24 hours, because your competitor or your colleague or the person who has the aspirations that you do also has those same 24 hours, what is going to be the defining factor? How you spend your time. How you spend your 24 hours is the most important thing here and outside in the real world. Because that is what you are going to impart to the students that you meet as well. Everyone with me so far? Because at the end of these 5-10 minutes that we spend together, I want everyone to walk away with a very sharp takeaway. Not that someone came to us and spoke about national reading we are meant to take. No. I am saying that I want you to sit down and I want you to note down one thing. What is that one area of improvement you see in yourself? Can you do this for me? What is that one area of improvement you see in yourself today? Because trust me, that's what the children will pounce on. They are going to see it. Right? And as teachers, you are going to ask the difficult questions. You are going to ask the difficult questions of your students. Students are going to ask difficult questions right back at. Isn't that the way today? Isn't that the truth today? In this age of social media, children are informed, not necessarily educated. Children come informed. Children come ready to ask you questions. Children come ready to put you in spots in difficult situations. Right? Right or wrong? Everyone with me so far?
Yes.
So what is that one area that you feel you can improve in yourself today? Because believe this, there is a book out there that can help you solve this problem. And if you haven't found the book that is right for you, you just haven't looked hard enough. Okay? Go to your nearest bookstore, search on Google, search on Amazon, search anywhere. Ask me on @official Rita Gupta. But please identify that area of improvement. I'm going to read a very small poem to you to explain what I mean. So, we agree that all of us have 24 hours. We've agreed that there is intense competition in every aspect of life. And we've agreed that we are going to use the 24 hours that we have better than the person sitting right next to us. Okay? Why is this important? A man once said to me, if I had extra time, I could make more money. I said, there isn't extra time. Where would you find any? Page 142. When the clock strikes 12, the day is done. Additional time is available to none. Dejected, he started to walk away. I said, wait, I do have something to say. If making money is the point of it all, why don't you charge more per hour? That is all. So every teacher here, I just want to take a moment here to add skill development as an integral part of what you do today. What are the skills prescribed to be a teacher? And what is that skill unique inside you that you can enhance as you become a teacher? That's the question I'm asking you today. Because believe me, there is something all of you can do better than the person sitting next to you. Everyone with me so far? The man laughed. I get paid for what I do. How can I charge more out of the blue? He was right, but I wanted to take a chance to make him see that even elephants can dance. What if you could do more? Skills you could pick up, but have ignored. Perhaps you could learn something new, and then you could offer those skills too. Your wages could be higher if you added more value for your hire. Look around. Who gets paid more than you? What extra work do they do? A faint glimmer of hope shone in his eyes. I'm sure he credited me with being wise. My boss works the same machine, but manages more men. Maybe he gets paid for that then. He does keep his wits about. I have never seen him scream or shout. I said, sounds like a good leader to me. You can be too, with whatever degree. You can learn from anyone. Learn quietly post the setting sun. Get a good mentor, 2 books to read. To be fair, no one has extra time indeed. My request to you today on National Reading Day is to identify that area in you that is unique, is to identify that skill which you think you can learn. All careers are at the intersection of your skill and what someone pays you for. Okay? All careers are at the intersection of your skill and what someone pays you for. I read this in a book and I have followed this very diligently. What you need to do is determine what are your words per hour today and how can you enhance it. And the enhancement is absolutely free. It is available in your library. It is available in any book that you can read. Once you have noted this down, please write to me. Tell me what is the area of improvement. Is it negotiation skills? Is it presentation skills? Is it communication skills? What is it that you think you could do better at? There is a book out there for you. That's going to make your path easier. That is going to enhance the value you offer per hour. That is going to improve the overall development of who you are as a teacher. Because when you rise, you will definitely make India rise. I know that it sounds like a line, but it is not. India Leads, India Rises is our campaign slogan. And you look at everyone out there who you think has battled the odds and come out tops. And they have read more books than they are probably telling you. They have read in times that they didn't have. So tonight when you sleep, keep a book next to your bed. Resist the urge to scroll. Resist the urge to let blue light destroy your sleep. Resist the urge for that little screen to not generate new thoughts for you tomorrow. We all have 65,000 thoughts a day. You know the 65,000 thoughts we have today are pretty much the same as we had yesterday. Pretty much the same. Because we did not inject any fresh thinking during the 24 hours that we had. We decided to choose the easier path of scrolling. Reading is generative, reading creates action, reading generates thought, reading generates new ideas. So if you want to have inspired thought tomorrow, different from the thoughts you woke up with this morning, read for 6 minutes today. Thank you so much. You are the future. And this is that group that I will forever cherish addressing today on National Media Day. You are the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rita ma'am, for sharing such wonderful words. To win the battle of our mind, to scroll less, do more, inject more thoughts and new thinking every day requires active, conscious effort from our end. And I think that we are all encouraged by this activity to do more. Before we proceed, we would like to invite ma'am to also. Yes. We have a reflection, yes. I want Madhima to share a few words and
It was a great pleasure to have you over here, ma'am. And so well said that teachers are the future. When I got to know about this activity, Dr. Neelu said it, that this is how students have designed and we have planned and we are going to celebrate on this particular day. I'm sure you all must have read yesterday the poem I posted on the group. And that was the first reflection when I was told that Mandeep, you need to be here and you need to look into. I remember Gulzar said it, किताबें झांकती हैं बंद दरवाजों की खिड़कियों से. And I immediately posted on the groups because that the first reflection came to me that this generation now is out of reading. And the practice when I was told that for 45 minutes the mobiles are confiscated, put it in the carton, and they are going to focus on the books. And I think that's how you connect with the book from your heart. And you are away from digital technology. I'm not saying that Kindle is not good. I'm not saying online reading is not good. It is good. But the options of getting deviated from the focus of the book is comparatively more. The hard copy reading the better connect. You love the essence of the book. You love the essence of the paper. And that's how you multiply your imaginations, your dreams, your outlook, your perception. So book reading, I would say, is an essential habit of for any teacher. Read the tagline of this book, what is mentioned by the provost, now the president of HSMC board, Niranjan Hiranandani, has written, one book, reading book can change your life. I loved that when I read the title. Ma'am, thank you so much for coming to this institution. This institution makes only teachers and only teachers, and you are addressing to the right audience, because authors actually inspire the teachers. I am highly inspired. I am sure so are my students. Thank you so much for coming, sharing your viewpoints, sharing your titles, sharing this book. And from Bombay Teachers Training College, there is a small token of appreciation for you all. I request you and your team to please come up on the stage. We will present our token of appreciation. Thank you so much for coming to Bombay Teachers Training College. This is on behalf of Dr. Balani. I am privileged to be conveying thank you to you and to your team.
And I can request the organizing team please come forward. Literally club please.
While my colleague is joining us, I want to add one thing to what you said, right? What is the difference between reading a physical book and reading Kindle? Very quickly, okay? What is the difference between reading a physical book and reading from Kindle? Now, we all love technology. Technology is here to stay. We are all going to use technology. Can you give me any? Ma'am, just give me a minute. So this is a physical book. Touch is the first sense that came to us from an evolutionary point of view. It is our oldest sense, okay? Because it is our oldest sense, it connects maximum to our brain. Do we go around touching strangers? No. We touch only those who are intimate with us. Family, friends. Touch is the most intimate sense, okay? So when we touch a book, there is an intimacy formed with this, okay? This is enhanced by progress. I have read so much of a book, there is so much left. This is called spatial navigability. Add touch to spatial navigability and it becomes a very strong emotional imprint on the brain, which Kindle cannot provide. Second thing, I read a word here, uplift your spiritual journey. I close this, put it back. I go back, open the page. Uplift your spiritual journey is anchored here, it's right here. It hasn't gone up, it hasn't gone down. In a digital device, sentences go up and down, left and right. Okay? I feel safe with a book. When I feel safe, I feel better equipped to read. Therefore, reading a physical book is way superior to reading Kindle. But if that's all you can do, please do it. It's better than not reading.
And I used to have keeping the bookmarks with the book. And that's how you get connected. Where you left, you start from there on. That is also. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please come. I request the organizing team, please come. Ma'am, please come.
Okay, give everyone join.
Of course,
Incredible if everyone has books in their hands. Can you please read books in your hands, please?
and get the book you've been reading.
Whichever
So, together
मैंने पढ़ी
Yeah, we can, but then there will be a reflection. Yes, please come. No, we'll start. Everyone. Please come.
मैं रस्ते में फोन की बुक लेके आऊंगी
Everyone, please get your details. Please come. Meera chappal I think you can stop. Hurry up, can you please hurry up?
नीचे बैठेगा अरे बाकी है देख तुम तो पहले के
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my absolute privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks for today's inspiring opening session, organized by our literary club in celebration of National Day, a day that reminds us of the timeless joy, power, and purpose found between the pages of literature. First and foremost, our heartfelt gratitude goes to our esteemed principal, Dr. Bhagwan Badani, whose continuous support and leadership light the way for such enriching events. We extend our sincere thanks to Vice Principal Professor Dr. Manmeet Kaur Kochhar for her invaluable presence and encouragement. A warm thank you to our teacher in charges, Dr. Neelu Verma and Professor Dr. Priya Pillai, for their tireless efforts behind the scenes and for nurturing our literary club with such care and dedication. We are especially grateful to our literary club, whose vision and enthusiasm are the true heartbeat of today's gathering. Thank you for curating a space where stories, voices, and ideas are celebrated. A special note of appreciation to our faculty members and ever-supportive non-teaching staff for your cooperation, presence, and assistance in making this event smooth and memorable. I express my sincere gratitude to Ms. Rita Ramamurthy Gupta, Ms. Greta Pillai, and Ms. Pooja for their presence in this celebration. We thank you for your zeal for reading with us today. And finally, to each participant and attendee, thank you for keeping the spirits of reading alive. Your presence makes these words better. Let us carry forward the joy of reading and not just today, but every day. Thank you and happy National Reading Day.
इसको स्टॉप कैसे यही करना है ना शॉर्ट लाइफ में क्रॉस रक्षा इसको पॉज क्रॉस करना है ना बस वो बंद होता है तुझे बंद करना है बंद करना है बंद कर देना हो गया ना सेव अच्छा बाकी एक मिनट टू लिटरेरी वाली है ना हमें क्या मालूम मैं भूल गई
Okay, remember I said reflections.
ठंडी हो गई
Anybody who honestly did this activity, exercise, would want
खास
to
कर
share
रमशा को
their reflections?
नहीं रिफ्लेक्शन
Tabassum and one more, Maitri. Is there anybody else? Please come share. It's just your class. Yes, and Andrea was very cozily reading, so I want to hear what she was very cozy.
Give reflection Shifa didi, okay, let's forget Shifa didi. I know. Very Lord. Debra.
Tabassum, please come share your reflections.